Tensions remain high in Thailand a day after a state of emergency was declared in the capital Bangkok and surrounding areas. Protesters have promised to stage their biggest rally yet tomorrow to topple the government. They say they will march to 10 undisclosed locations. And in response to the crisis, Prime Minister 8apr.wmv has called off a trip to Vietnam for an ASEAN summit.
The Prime Minister now faces a difficult choice: compromise and call an election he could easily lose, or launch a crackdown on tens of thousands of protesters that could end in violence. The situation is volatile, with anti-government protesters warning they are ready for war. Officials say groups of them are rallying in the northern provinces in support of those in Bangkok. The Interior Ministry says governors there will enforce security of the highest level to protect government installations. It says the situation is under control. But the red shirts say those supporters may resort to planning their own activities. That's because authorities have pulled the plug on a pro-Thaksin television station for distorted reporting. The protesters say their rural supporters rely on the network for information and that they can't control what happens with the news blackout. Opposition websites have also been blocked and pro-red radio stations silenced, prompting the red shirts to call the government a dictatorship. At Bangkok's main shopping district today, red shirt numbers swelled. Military checkpoints have gone up outside the city to stop more red shirt protesters from entering. But authorities have vowed not to use force. Still, the risk of a confrontation has subdued Thailand's recently hot stock market. It posted its biggest fall in more than 2 months, losing more than 2% and underperforming against its Asian peers.
Speaking on the sidelines of the ASEAN summit, Thailand's foreign minister stressed that his government is taking a soft approach to protesters.
They have been kindly asked to disperse and go home. And for those living outside Bangkok, the transportation will be provided to them. So we are making a very soft approach to the protesters because they have no reason to be protesting.
Foreign Minister Giorgio says the situation in Bangkok is a somber backdrop to the ASEAN discussions, but that talks will have to continue. He also says ministers understand Mr. Apasit's absence.
No